And now CBS 4 investigates. We've heard it before. Justice delayed is justice denied. Here in South Florida, CBS 4 News has learned that the court delays are extreme and the ripple effects are felt in every community.
CBS 4's Joan Murray has been looking at the data and talking with prosecutors, public defenders, private attorneys, and those waiting for justice. She has what experts say are possible solutions to the court crunch.
They pushed my wall unit in. Pushed the wall unit in, had the machine guns inside it, telling me to come out.
Fletcher Everett's arrest in 2017 would be traumatic, but ultimately transforming.
I went to jail for possession of firearms and human trafficking.
Everett ended up at Metro West Detention Center in Miami-Dade, where he would spend the next 4 years.
I was in a cell where the first guy passed away. And the conditions inside was horrendous at this time.
Horrendous and made worse when COVID hit 2020. Everett's case was at a standstill.
I can't even put in words the pain that I felt when I was going through it. The people that I lost and not being able to be there, that hurt.
The hurt is widespread here in South Florida. There are thousands of people sitting in jail, just like Fletcher Everett, waiting for their day in court. The backlog was bad during the pandemic, but it's even worse. In 2020, the Florida Supreme Court suspended the right to a speedy trial, which put cases on hold. That's been lifted, but if the wheels of justice grind slowly in normal times, during the pandemic, they nearly ground to a halt.
Anytime you have a backlog in a criminal court, you're flirting with a due process violation. There's the old saying that justice delayed is justice denied.
How delayed? State data shows in Miami-Dade 2018-19, 84,524 criminal cases were filed and 86,460 cases were finalized. But in 2020-21, just 52,989 criminal cases were filed and only 47,661 disposed. In Broward County in 2020-21, they filed 29,203 criminal cases and a mere 25,526 were disposed.
And as a young lawyer, I had, over 600 cases. They were all misdemeanors, but still, it was a heavy caseload for a young lawyer.
That was at the beginning of Patil Alflazian's career at the Broward State Attorney's Office. She was an assistant state attorney from 2011 to 18, first handling misdemeanors and moving up to serious felonies.
Once you go into the felony trial unit, you begin as a third-degree prosecutor. I had thousands of cases, and then a second-degree prosecutor, and then a lead prosecutor. So again, it was always a backlog. You were always working hard. You were always trying to catch up. You were always in court. You were always getting new cases.
Alflazian also worked for the Broward Public Defender from 2019 to 2021.
You could be the best assistant state attorney and work every single day, 12 hours a day, and you could not finish the work.
Prosecutors and public defenders agree COVID had a devastating effect on South Florida court functions, and the Great Resignation, when their offices hemorrhaged assistant state attorneys and public defenders, has added to the backlog.
It's Miami-Dade County. Not only is it, prone to crime, it's got a large population. It's a big metropolis. There's a large indigent population, and those cases, the majority of which land on the public defender's office.
Jude Faccidomo is a Miami-Dade criminal defense attorney in private practice 15 years. Before that, he was a public defender.
You're never going to have a small caseload in Miami-Dade County. It's, it's like polishing brass on the Titanic. There's such a heavy crime element, large arrest numbers. So really, you're just trying to maintain. It's triage.
Faccidomo was part of a task force to keep the court system moving in Miami-Dade during the pandemic.
We would have Zoom meetings, sometimes 30 people on there, and 30 of the brightest legal minds in Miami-Dade County all looking at each other saying, I don't know, but we worked at it and we figured it out.
Post-COVID, Miami-Dade continues with a hybrid system, in-person and Zoom. So does Broward County Criminal Court.
I see the issue as being systemic, if you will.
Broward criminal defense attorney Eric Schwartzreich agreed the pandemic made the backlog crisis worse.
Some judges, some lawyers, they're resistant to change. People don't like change. So not all counties, not all judges, not everyone wants to use the Zoom, but Zoom has actually helped and advanced our court system. Not good for jury trials.
He said criminal trials are picking up, but the process could be streamlined.
Everyone needs to work together, from the state attorney's office to the defense attorneys, and push the cases.
Everyone agreed with rising inflation and soaring housing costs, the state has to pay prosecutors and public defenders more to make a dent in the backlog.
They're public servants. They keep the criminal justice system running, and yet they're paid at a rate that doesn't even allow them to live themselves.
Other solutions, diversion programs, limiting continuances, and expanding courthouse hours.
You're going to get a copy of the order now?
After 4 years in jail, Fletcher Everett was finally sent home to serve 2 years of community control and 5 years probation.
Well, where's my home? I have no home. I've been gone 4 years. The house is gone. The cars is gone. The bank accounts, the girl who I had, tore that up. You know what I'm saying? Ran my credit up. I had nothing.
He had lost everything, but he found help and hope with a new nonprofit called Beyond the Bars. He's working, guiding inmates and families through the complex web of criminal court.
Being an organizer, I'm learning why do people commit the crimes, and then seeing why they committed the crimes. What can we be able to implement so that person doesn't have to do that and they can have this change?
A small change with big rewards and part of the solution to fixing the court backlog crisis.
People call me out of the side of the jailhouse all the time and telling me that they love me. I got recordings, but
I think you found your calling.
It's a blessing.
Under bond reform in Broward, most people booked on a non-violent charge are released and told when to show up for court. They're looking at doing the same in Miami-Dade. While this may not clear up the backlog, it will prevent some people from being held for an unreasonable amount of time in jail. In Pompano Beach, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.